I think they were trying to inject him with that like Tood era, like Sonic the Hedgehog,
edgy.
Crash Bandicoot, edgy kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your sister's cartoon character.
This ain't your grandma's Kirby.
Yeah, exactly. This Kirby f***s.
Canonically.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast where this week I am officially sick of Ash's shit. Heyo, got him. Get wrecked, Ash.
Well, you're gonna say you're sick of my shit.
That too. Hello. I'm Kellan. Hi, I play Pokemon. Graham doesn't. Graham, how are you?
I'm good. I have played Pokemon, but yeah, I'm not like part of the Pokemon fandom as like a vocation, but I'm the one who tries to bring other perspectives, and I'm learning about Pokemon on the way, and it's been a blast. It's been a Team Rocket blasting off again.
Agreed. But I also am kind of sick. So
yeah, Kellan's actually sick, but he's graciously still going to do the podcast.
TKAD waits for no one.
And then the moment we're done, he will retire to his upright coffin. Right? It's a coffin that vampires use, not a casket?
Yes.
I think?
Yes. It's a hexagonal, so it's a coffin, yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. We've had this discussion before.
I just have a cold. I'm not like deathly ill or anything. I just have a sore throat mainly. That's the big thing. I'm scarfing down halls like they're candy and drinking tea. I've got so much menthol and lemon in me. It's crazy. If you could get high on menthol, I'd be fucking zooted right now.
So I have no idea if halls is that like a global thing? Like, do they have that out of Canada? I have no idea.
I assume they're at least in America.
Yeah, I actually have no idea though. But if I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite Halls flavor?
I don't know. None of them are particularly like good.
Oh, I legit like the yellow ones.
They're fine.
I think they legit taste good. Is that weird?
I'm kind of into these menthol ones.
Oh, that's a flavor they have? Menthol?
Yeah.
Menthol cigarettes?
Yeah, well, menthol is just like a mint flavoring, kind of.
Why don't they just call it mint? For some reason, when you say menthol, I think of a cigarette.
I don't know. Let me look up the definition of menthol.
This is what you tuned in for, folks.
Hard-hitting journalism.
What
menthol is a chemical naturally found in peppermint and other mint plants, according to the American Lung Association.
Mishmash mint party.
Yeah, I've gone through a whole pack of them in like 2 days.
Wow.
And a lot of lemon tea.
Yeah.
Vicks Vapo Rub. That stuff's incredible.
Does it go on your chest?
And your throat.
Oh.
And your back.
Look at us, these ad spots we're doing.
I realized that I don't get sick often, but that's because I live alone. I don't see people. So I went home for a few days and caught something. My dad had a cold, so I guess I caught whatever he had.
And there's children in that neck of the woods.
There too.
If you want to not get sick, just don't be near a child ever.
Yeah, exactly. That's how that works. Also, Halls is a British brand.
Okay. So maybe they don't have that in the States. Maybe the Americans threw it in the sea with the tea.
Yeah, the Boston Halls party.
Yeah, exactly. Because there are some British things that we as Canadians kept on to, like Smarties. Smarties in the States is something else.
Yeah, what you guys in America land call Smarties, we call Rockets. And they suck.
Yeah, Rockets
They're
is
gross.
Like a low tier candy.
It's chalk.
Whereas our Smarties are
delicious.
They're pretty good. Yeah, they're
like
good candy.
They're a better M&M.
Oh, do I like M&Ms or Smarties?
Unless
they're similar.
Unless you're eating the mini M&Ms, in which case it satisfies the human desire to eat aquarium gravel, and that makes it better.
It's kind of like nerds.
Yeah.
You can tell we're around Halloween. We got candy on the brain.
If I can shovel a bunch of tiny candies into my mouth at one time, that's peak. That's the best.
Okay, I agree. Smarties are above M&Ms, but you know what I think is above Smarties? Peanut M&Ms.
Ooh,
I think the peanut M&Ms are pretty good.
I want to try crispy M&Ms, but I can't find them anywhere.
Oh, I never even heard of that. What's crispy about them?
Well, you know those like a Crunch bar? It's like crispy chocolate. Yeah, I think it's like that.
Oh, that sounds
same
good.
Thing. And yeah, I love crispy. I want that. I'm gonna look up if I can find them. Can I order those?
Probably off of a seller
or like Amazon.
And you'd be the buyer, selling and buying.
I can get them on Amazon. They're quite expensive.
What's the deal with the economy?
Right.
I know.
Anyway,
Pokemon, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of groceries, you got something about milk or something?
Yes, we are going shopping in today's segment.
Hell
And I
yeah.
might need some help with this because as I do not know that much about Pokemon, I do know a little bit about cheese. So we
Mhm.
are going to take a journey through cheeses available in the Pokemon universe, all right? But I am not 100% certain how they make some of these cheeses. So that is where I'll need your Pokemon knowledge to
Sounds
come
good.
into play. Yes. So for those of you new to the podcast, I try to make a really, really dumb list or some kind of short story or something to kick us off before we get into the episode. So this is a bit of an, how do you say it, an appetizer. What is that word? Hors d'oeuvre?
The amuse bouche?
Yeah. It is not hors d'oeuvre, is it?
No, hors d'oeuvre works.
Hors d'oeuvre?
Hors d'oeuvre.
I feel like I'm pronouncing that really hick-like. Get
Hors
your hors
d'oeuvre.
d'oeuvres there, buddy.
It's like a French word. It's got an apostrophe in there. It's probably French.
Yeah, it seems probably French. It's
It's
probably
European cuisine.
French. Right, so this is the appetizer segment. And it is going to be the top 10 Pokemon cheeses in the Pokemon universe. All right.
Hell yeah.
So number 10 actually does not come from. Actually, are there cows in the Pokemon universe? Sorry, I gotta ask.
Miltank.
No. But is there cows that aren't Miltank?
Well, I don't think so.
Tauros?
Tortoise is a bull.
Yeah. Anyways,
Miltank is the cow.
number 10, Pocket Monsterella. It's a mozzarella cheese. It's a blend
Bah.
of a bunch of different milks that is very nice on pizza. Pocket Monsterella. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, good. All right. Number 9, Cheddar cheese. All dark Pokemon's milk can be used to make Cheddar cheese.
Oh,
which
this is where we're going
It's like
today,
an
huh?
old cheddar.
This is
You didn't know what
this
this
is-
bit was gonna be, did you? But
this is
now you
gonna
do.
be an interesting list.
Okay,
For
give
the
me
better or worst, we'll find out.
give me a dark Pokemon.
Houndoom.
Well, yeah, that one's easy. They just milk the shit out of that.
Honchkrow.
Can you milk a crow?
If you try hard enough.
Yeah, if you put your mind to it, you can succeed. Well, I think the hardest thing to milk is going to be this next one. All right. So you've heard of goat cheese. What
Mhm.
about ghost cheese?
You missed an obvious one.
What's that?
There's a Pokemon called Go-Goat.
I have never heard of that. So
Yeah, it's Gen 6.
this is fairly Gen 1 biased. and
It's
Gen
always
2.
Gen 1 bias.
Well, we haven't gotten there in the episodes, Kellan. How am I supposed to know about yogurt, go-gurt, or whatever you just said?
I would love to quiz you on Pokemon you've never seen, what their names are. But also, I want to see you and naturally learn them throughout the course
Well,
of the
the
anime.
funny thing is, you
So.
can even just say these names and then tell me to repeat them, and I get them wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is true.
that is something that is
Blacephalon?
happening. Whoa,
That's a
whoa,
Pokemon.
what? Bucephalus?
Blacephalon.
Blacephalon. Oh, I did it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so good at repeating
Stakataka.
words.
That one's fun.
Stackataka.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of good, actually. But yeah, what's the deal with milking ghosts? Am I right?
Yeah.
How do you milk a ghastly? I'm sure there's a way. Number 7, Pecorino Romano. So this is a nice Pecorino Romano. If you're not familiar, that's much similar to a Parmesan. So an aged sharp cheese, very nice, lots of umami. So the Pecorino Romano is found in Viridian City, where they venture into the forest, and it's an artisan treat where they milk Pikachus, and it is very dangerous. So it's very expensive.
Yeah, I don't want to picture that. So
Well, you won't want to picture the next one either, which is number 6, Manky Manchego. Manchego is a Spanish a Spanish cheese that is also aged, I believe. But the Mankey variety, of course, it comes from Mankeys. The angrier the Mankey, the stronger the flavor of the cheese. So, real enthusiasts will try to make the Mankey extremely angry before milking him. So this results in a lot of injuries.
Don't go around milking angry monkeys. That is
Milking
like
Angry
animal
Monkeys,
abuse.
new band name. It's
a
Graham
good
and the Angry
pretty
Monkey
good.
Milkers.
That was very
Yeah.
good. Number 5?
Number 5, Panseer Paneer. This is my only
See, there's a Pokemon.
There's a
yeah,
modern
there's a Gen
Pokemon.
5er.
That's because I played Pokemon Black not that long ago,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Did you ever beat that?
No.
Ah.
I beat the Ice Realm. What gym is that?
Realm.
Yeah.
7th.
7th. That's how far I go.
Ugh.
Do you know what paneer is? It's a cheese mostly used in Indian cuisines. It kind of tastes like tofu almost. It's like kind of firm, and it's really nice in curries. The panseer paneer is a paneer that is then heat up and given spices from the panseer. So the panseers run and operate this whole outfit. They've been very successful. They saw a market need and they capitalized.
Good for them. Good business acumen.
Now, I have no idea who's marketing this next one, but it's everywhere. The Laughing Miltank spreadable cheese. You've heard of Laughing Cow. Yeah. This is the Laughing Miltank.
Yeah, easy one. Number 3.
Oh, at least you gave me it. All right, number 3. Wobbuffet.
I like that one.
Right? This is where I need a little bit of help, because I'm not that familiar with the Wobbuffet. He's like a long... What is he?
He's one of those like Bop It clowns that like don't fall over.
Yeah.
That's what he's based on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's
How would you milk it?
I have no idea. But Wobbuffet's gimmick.
Does it have breasts?
Wobbuffet's gimmick is that it can't deal direct damage. It can only deal damage through counter and mirror coat. So it's that idea that it bounces back and then like flings itself back at you. It's like one of those Bobo clowns, whatever.
Reflect Pokemon. Got it. And how would you milk it? You have no idea?
No.
You avoided my very important question if Wobbuffets have breasts.
For a reason.
Shout me out in the comment if you know anything about Wobbuffet's breasts.
I would say don't, but you know what? Interaction is interaction.
I'm also a co-host. You want to go to number 2?
I would love to.
Caterpie's String Shot String Cheese. It's actually not cheese at all. It's made completely from string shot and then dyed yellow.
Ew.
Yeah, that's awful.
Gross.
You know, a similar species, actually. Number 1, Butterbrie. A delightful soft white cheese that comes from the Butterfrees. And what happens is they don't get milked directly. Instead, during their mating rituals, the cheese just appears in the fields below. No one knows how they get there. And we don't ask. Some things are better off not known. Butterbrie.
That's true. This is very true. The mysterious appearing cheese is one of life's greatest mysteries.
And you just gotta bite down on something that randomly appears in a field after animals frolic in the skies above.
Who wouldn't?
That's called living, folks.
Yeah. Okay, so...
let's talk about the Orange Islands.
Pokemon.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, today we're looking at...
You're 6, so I gotta be super hyper, right?
87... Oh, please don't.
That's how podcasts
Fit to be tied. And episode 88, Pikachu Re-Volts. So yeah, let's jump into episode 87, Fit to be Tied. So we're looking at last we left off the gang. They've arrived on the Orange Islands. They have the GS ball. Brock stayed behind at Ivy's lab. Tracy joined the gang. And
Tracy's
Ash
a
has learned
Pokemon watcher.
About the Orange League, and now he's going to go around to the 5 Orange Island gyms and compete in them so he can compete in the Orange League. And where we pick up today, they're out on the ocean on Lapras, who Ash recently caught. And they're looking for a nearby island. Ash is hungry, as he always is. Tracy notes that Myken Island has food and a gym, so they're gonna go there because it's nearby.
All right, let's talk about the name Myken Island. Would you call this a jelly donut effect?
Because of the mispronunciation?
Yeah. So it's clearly supposed to be the Japanese word for orange, which is Mikan, but all the voice actors just say Myken.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
it's a slight jelly donut effect. It's not an egregious one. But it is kind of strange that if they're... I mean, that's clearly what it's supposed to be, right? If it's the Japanese word for orange.
Yeah. But also, that feels very unoriginal to have Orange Island in the Orange Islands.
Yeah, but maybe in Japanese they're called the Mikan Islands, and then there's an island. This island is just called Orange Island.
I guess swapped
in English. No, I know that's not true. Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, but the other thing was they were on Tangelo Island last episode. Didn't they say there was a gym on Tangelo Island?
Where it's supposed to be the last? No, they said that trainers start at Tangelo Island. But they did not clarify what starting means.
Well, I feel like that means the first one.
No, maybe it's just like geographically like a good port to then like move on to the next one. Like heal up, get supplies, and then go.
I don't know.
If it's like a ritualistic route. Because yeah, they didn't clarify. That was a little bit misleading, but
also there's 4 badges in the Orange League.
You just said 5 before.
I thought they did. I thought they said 5. But there's only 4. I'm so
Are
confused.
you having a fever right now?
A little bit.
What year is it?
23.
Who's president of the United States?
Joe Mama. Ew. Got him. Fucking roasted.
Yeah, roasted.
Just like I gotta look this up real quick.
Okay.
There's 4 badges, and then there's the last thing where you get a trophy if you win. I could have sworn they said there were there's 5 leaders, 4 badges. That's what it'll be. That's what we're thinking about. But also, they definitely said that trainers start on Tangelo Island.
Yeah, and I just gave you a reasonable explanation.
Yeah, there is no Tangelo gym leader. I'm gonna need to go back at some point and listen to what the actual wording is there.
No, you were right. They said starts. They said they typically start on Tangelo Island. I think they meant like the journey of going to the island.
Possibly. Whatever. I'll look it up later.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I'll correct it in the next episode.
So during this journey to Mikan Island, we see Team Rocket watching them, and they have a new submarine.
Yeah, they're in a Magikarp now.
Yes, they
instead of a
devolved.
Maybe that's the budget cuts for you.
Yeah, it is a nice looking sub though. Although, the Gyarados one looks more sub-like, just because it's sleek.
Well, the Magikarp one is directly modeled off of a Magikarp. It's like the same proportions and whatnot.
Right, yeah.
Gyarados one was shorter and fatter.
Yeah.
I like this one because it looks
it looks good.
More faithful. Yeah.
But
they're still on about the blimp, being like, if we don't catch rare Pokemon, the boss will fire us.
Blimps were our true calling. And we fucked it up. Can't believe the Blimp Brigade scheme didn't work.
And then the Magikarp's propellers get caught in seaweed, and they fall to the ocean floor, never to be seen again.
Yeah, this is our, our regular episode occurrence of Team Rocket dying.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very common.
Very normal.
I wrote down here shoe metaphors, and I don't remember what that was about. I think when they're scared of the boss firing them, they make a bunch of shoe-themed jokes. But they weren't good enough for me to write down.
Yeah. If they're not good enough for you to write down, then we don't need to bother with them.
Shoe metaphors.
So on Mikan Island, we're off to the center. Ash is going to call Oak about something. I don't know. There wasn't really a reason for this other than
that
Tracy,
he could. Yeah.
Other than that he could. And then Tracy butts in, like, "Oh my God, hi, I'm
oh my
Tracy."
God, it's Oak, and he's like, Oak's like, "Who?
Holy shit!"
Yeah, Tracy's fanboying hard on this call.
Hard.
And during it, Oak gets assaulted by Muck again.
Yep.
That's a typical
very
now.
like a very clingy partner. That,
Who you talking
can't go
to?
5 minutes.
Who
exactly.
you talking to?
Hi, who's this? Oh my God. So they get booted off the call because of Muck. Thanks, Muck. Tracy still just cannot fathom that he knows people who know Oak.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Pokemon Watcher's god. They all praise him. They worship him. They go to the Church of Oak and everything. It's a whole thing. They all dream of having their reports being reviewed by Oak.
The Church of Oak. They send him creepy letters with locks of their hair.
But that's enough about Oak. Ash has to know about the gym on this island. This one apparently is the toughest of the Orange crew. So what a good place to start. Get the hard one out of the way. We'll deal with the easier ones later. I like
Is that actually how they word that? I wrote down tough. So this one is supposed to, why would you start with the hardest?
I don't know.
Kind of weird.
They say one of the toughest, I think. But there's only 4
There's
of them,
only 4. This is one of the toughest. They're all
but also
tough.
One of the easiest. There's only 4 of them.
Yeah, but also one of the easiest. It's also one of the middlest.
And then we're at the gym. Oh, wow. We found the gym already.
Yeah.
Ash, this bit is so dumb. Ash is walking down the road. He's like, oh my God, a coconut. I'm going to crack it open. I'm going to drink the milk. And it's very slapsticky.
Why am I laughing?
He picks the coconut up and then gets drenched with water. And it's incredible. It was a trick. Ash got tricked by this tricky trickster.
And then the trickster appears, and it is
Some little
gone.
shit.
It is gone from Hunter x Hunter. Do you know Hunter x Hunter?
No.
Okay, Google Hunter x Hunter.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
do it.
I'm Googling so many things today.
Yeah.
Hunter
Hunter x Hunter anime.
Oh, big green hair guy.
He's wearing green. His hair is black.
He's got green tips.
Oh, yeah. He's got green tips in the
Green
anime.
tips.
You're
Yeah.
right. Oh, okay. In the manga, he does. Just without, except for the green tips. Doesn't that kid look like Gon?
Yeah, he's your basic anime child with spiky hair.
Well, this
There's like
Hunter x Hunter's
1,000
pretty
of them.
popular, and it started in '98, I believe. So this could have been.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Yeah, this was a trick set up by this little shit with spiky hair. He bragged.
I don't know if we learn his actual name.
No.
Bulbapedia calls him Senta.
Yeah, that's his Japanese name.
Oh, okay. I just kept writing down Gon.
I believe he's only ever referred to as like little brother or something like
As
that.
little shit.
Our little shit.
Oni-chan.
That's what Tracy calls him. Tracy has a real potty mouth. That's why he was only around one season.
Right. And at some point, he let some real slurs slip, and that's why they wrote him out.
Hashtag cancel Tracy, am I right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this kid just like berates Ash for being a dumbass, which, fair. But Ash brags about how he got into the indigoleague and
He's like, I was top 16.
No, not just that. The kid was like, yeah, and how far did you get? I bet you lost in the first round. And Ash was like, yeah, I got top 16, very sheepishly.
Yeah.
I got top 16. We don't have to talk about it. But this kid, but I mean, top 16, that's impressive.
Pretty good.
He got through 4 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So this kid challenges him to a battle.
He also claims, Gone from Hunter x Hunter here, claims that the Orange Islands are tougher than Indigoleague. He's like, Indigoleague ain't shit.
This ain't your fucking grandma's Indigoleague.
Yeah.
So they go to battle, but before they're able to, they get the kid gets reprimanded by his big sister, Sissy. She's the Mike and gym leader.
Yes.
We meet her.
She's telling Gon to go clean his room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, let's describe Sissy. I don't know. She's a little bit generic for a gym leader, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know. She's got hair.
Yeah, she also has skin, which is
and a face.
Pretty impressive.
I don't know. How do you describe
clothing,
it? She's like a young, fiery spirited woman.
Yeah, long skirt.
Yeah.
Messy hair. That's how you know
that
she means business.
Right.
And comfortable shoes. That's always good character design. I like comfortable shoes on a character.
Oh,
you know that they're always comfy.
Not a shoe that's got like a whole bunch of like weird straps in different positions. So no like Final Fantasy shoes for you.
If I'm looking at your shoe and I'm thinking, man, that must take forever to lace up. That's a bad shoe.
Yeah, all those Final Fantasy characters and their 100 belts. What do they need all those belts for? Don't shout me out in the comments. I know that, what's his name? Tetsuya Nomura apparently was trolling the programmers by designing the characters with lots of belts. I am aware of the lore.
But here Ash was expecting the gym leader to be a guy. Why were you thinking that, Ash?
Oh my god. Ash? What year is it, Ash?
How many Indigo gym leaders were women?
Yeah.
Ash?
That's true, actually. Why would he even have that stereotype?
Misty, Erica, Sabrina. Yeah, 3 of them.
I don't think he treats Misty like a gym leader.
Well, the other gym leaders from Cerulean, all the sisters, they were women too. So.
I know.
That's
what I'm saying. He's got a history of sexism here. He doesn't even treat Misty like a trainer.
And Tracy is drawing her. He's
oh yeah, Tracy kind of like has a horny Brock.
He's a Brock moment
this episode. Yeah. There's like a bit they bring up at least twice where he's like drawing Sissy and Misty's like, "What? Are you observing the Pokemon?"
But he's not. He's definitely not as bad as Brock though. So
no, if it was Brock, they'd be like, "Are you drawing her Pokeballs?"
Brock would have been like up in her face and proposing already.
Oh yeah, true.
So in the gym, Sissy challenges Ash to a water type duel, but they don't just battle in the Orange League.
Yeah, it's not how we do things here.
There's going to be 2 challenges, and they open up the stadium to reveal a line of soda cans and a big pool underneath the field.
Mm-hmm.
And Sissy goes for Seadra. Ash says Seadra won't win any beauty contests. What the fuck is wrong with you today,
calls
Ash?
it
That's
ugly.
so rude.
Ash is a raging bigot.
So rude.
He's
Jesus.
sexist. He's insulting Pokemon looks. Like,
Christ,
wow.
you're better than this. I don't have many expectations for you, Ash, but
almost none.
you're better than this.
But you got heart usually.
Yeah. And so the match will start with a water gun challenge. Pokemon in this gym test their skills like athletes, one-on-one.
Ooh.
For glory.
It's almost like a track and field. And I kind of got the impression like there are different events like they could do, but these are the ones that Sissy chooses. I don't know. There's no like random pulling from a 4-pore. That would have been nice.
Yeah, no, we'll see it, I mean, throughout the season, but I'm pretty sure the Orange gym leaders get to decide to do whatever the fuck they want.
They have too much control.
Yeah, they have way too much. We need some government regulations in these gyms. Come on.
I don't know who the government is the Orange Island an independent nation from Kanto?
Ooh, good question.
Or maybe it's like a sub-state? Is it like a province within Kanto? Kanto is a province though, right? I don't know.
It's a region.
It's a region.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think they're their own thing.
We need more lore about how the societies of Pokemon work. I'm tired. Every generation, they just give us more and more adorable, cute creatures. I don't want that. Fuck that. I want to learn about policy. I want to learn about systems of government.
You know what? I'm gonna say I think that the Orange Islands is a part of Kanto because we did not get an episode where Ash and the gang get stuck at Border Patrol.
Right, that's true. Actually, there's no custom sheets they had to fill out.
Customs.
Yeah,
they didn't have to declare what food they were bringing. They didn't have to declare the jelly donuts.
Declare if you're bringing any cheese back. Yeah. Oh, but I bought all that butter brie. So Seadra. Okay.
Back
to the gym. We've seen Seadra before. It's a evolved form of Horsey, right?
Yes. Yeah, I don't think we've seen it in like a specific featured context. I think one of the trainers in the movie had it.
Right.
We haven't seen like a Seadra focused episode or anything.
Okay. The Dex calls it a dragon Pokemon, but it is not a dragon Pokemon.
It's not a dragon type, no. When it evolves into Kingdra in Gen 2, it gains a dragon type, but Seadra.
Well, there's an error for your TikToks.
No, that's
Oh, that's lore though. Like the Dexes in the games make that mistake too?
It's not a mistake, it's just what the Dex classifies it as. It's the same as they call Bulbasaur the seed Pokemon.
Oh, I see.
Seadra is the dragon Pokemon.
It's
not a
a coincidence that there's also a dragon type.
Yeah, it's not a mistake, it's just dumb.
Okay. Mistakes can be not dumb. No. Everything that is a mistake is also dumb, but not everything dumb is a mistake. All right.
Philosophy, words to live by.
Thank you. So, Seadra is popping bubbles to warm up. Okay, this is the competition. There's these cans on the other side of the gym. Most cans shot with a water gun wins. So Ash is going to use Squirtle, right? So we've got a Seadra versus Squirtle, good old showdown at the OK Corral.
Pew, pew, pew. They shoot the cans down. Pew, pew, pew with the water gun. Mm-hmm. They're doing good. They're doing it real well.
They're both hitting all the cans. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom.
Meanwhile, Tracy is only thinking about sending his sketches to Oak for his approval, and Psyduck is playing around with the GS ball.
Yeah. Psyduck just appears for no reason.
These two things go nowhere.
Yeah.
They're just a bit.
Tracy's like, I wonder if Oak wants to see my sketches of Sissy. No, at least
no
he
one
doesn't say that.
No,
and Misty
those are going
says nobody does.
those are going in his personal folder.
Ew. Yeah, anyways. So they've tied on the cans event, okay? So they're going to up the ante. Skeet shooting time.
Pull!
Pachoo!
And Seadra nails the disc. They send 3 out, nails those ones as well. Then it's Squirtle's turn. Squirtle does the exact same thing. Gets 1 and then gets the 3. And so they're going to do one target, same target. It's a quick draw competition. Whoever hits the target first wins. And they pull, and it's too close to call. They hit it at the exact same time.
Booyah.
It's a draw in this competition.
Crazy. I didn't know Squirtle was this sharp.
Well, he was the leader of a gang. He was the leader of the Squirtle squad.
That's true.
Yeah, he's a sharpshooter.
It's easy to forget that, actually.
He doesn't wear the sunglasses anymore. So this made me question the format because like there's supposed to be two matches, two competitions in this gym. And it's like that makes no sense because unless one of them is a tie, which seems very unlikely, there's a good possibility that one person or each person will win one competition. So like what the hell happens then?
No, you're right. That was confusing because I think they made it sound like there was always going to be two competitions. But then when this is a tie, they're like, the next one's now we have to do a tiebreaker. And it's like, but I thought you said there were two overall. So they didn't really set it up. It's like, I thought, like, did Ash have to win both? Like, is it, are the odds, is it asymmetric or like, what's going on here?
They obviously, in terms of the writing, they did two because one was going to be a draw, and so then the second one was going to determine. But in 99% of other cases, they're not gonna tie in one of the events, and it's gonna very likely be a one-on-one tie. Is there a third event they keep hidden away for some reason?
Can I ask you a very, very, very serious question? Perhaps the most serious question I've ever asked you.
I'm gonna assume it's not really a serious question, but sure.
Are we asking too much of this show?
Absolutely.
Are these reasonable?
I think they're reasonable.
They owe it to us.
I think it makes no sense.
Firm, realistic logistics.
As a person with a film degree who enjoys the writing process, this makes no fucking sense in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it two?
So
it should just be three.
Too much. They should remake Pokemon and make it coherent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Or it should have been. There's this one competition, and then they tied, so they went to the second one that they don't normally do. That's what it should have been.
Because that's what suddenly they're acting like that now. That's what I mean. Their language kind of shifts here, where they're like, now we got to do a tiebreaker. But before they were like they were going to do two. So.
Yeah, makes no sense. It's dumb.
Sometimes I think that characters here live in the past, in the future and in the present at the same time, and they sometimes forget which time they're in.
So
that would explain it.
So after the draw, it's time for some good old Wave Race 64, baby.
Oh, that game kicks ass. I love Wave Race 64. The graphics are so good for an N64 game.
That's surprising, because N64 graphics have not aged particularly well.
That whole generation didn't age that well.
No.
But I compared to a lot of PS1 graphics, there's N64 games that look really good. And I do think Wave Race is one of them.
I'm just gonna say it. Ocarina of Time looks like shit.
I know you say that, but like compared to like Final Fantasy VII, I think Ocarina of Time aged very well.
But even compared to Majora's Mask looks way better on the 64. And I know it has to use this expansion pack, but still, it looks way better.
You think that one has a big difference, like in the original form?
Yeah,
you're not thinking of like the 3DS version because they changed the graphics for that.
No, absolutely. I think N64 Majora's Mask looks way better than N64 Ocarina.
It does have very nice graphics. Yeah.
They don't have Link running around on solid PNGs for half the game.
Solid PNGs?
Yeah. It's like the first thing you see. No, it's like the first thing you see in the game. Link wakes up in his hut and he stands up and he's on a JPEG.
I don't know what you're talking about now.
You're have to go look that up.
You're saying the textures look really bad?
Yeah, the textures. Okay. The environment textures. Okay. Especially like some of the indoor ones look god awful.
Okay. I don't know if you used those words the way you meant to.
I used them exactly how I meant them.
Okay. I'll leave it at that.
Anyway.
So yeah, are you sure you're up for a Pokemon Wave Race 64? Sissy says. And Ash pulls a great detective moment here. He goes, "Yeah, just tell me what it is." I like that.
So the Pokemon that swims out and around the flag out in the distance and gets back first wins. It's going to be Blastoise versus Lapras.
Yeah.
But just before they start, boom, Magikarp subemerges. Here's Team Rocket. We're back.
Team Rocket is almost dead. They're in death's bed.
Now, I like this motto moment. They started a little differently. Prepare for tropical trouble. Make it Desert Island double.
Oh.
And then as they continue the motto, Sissy's like, who are these guys? And Ash is like, don't worry about it. They do this all the time. They're talking over the motto as it's going on in the background. I like that.
It's the same thing every time. And then Ash just goes, sometimes they change the first part a bit. I know. I like those times too, because it does feel like something that like we the audience could have said.
Yeah. It's us relating to Ash. And then,
And then Sissy's like, what are they talking about? And Ash is like, I don't know, but we're used to it.
And afterwards, James and Meowth realize that they're alive. They're just so happy
Oh,
to
they
be alive.
celebrate being alive. My 9 lives flashed before my eyes.
And then I love this bit because we look at it from Team Rocket's perspective. Ash is on the beach and he's like far away from the camera, and so it's like from a distance we just hear, "Can you go away now?"
Yeah. You don't know what we went through. Go away. And we get a flashback. Yeah, through their sorrow.
James so bravely volunteered to go untangle the seaweed. He definitely didn't lose an odd one out game.
Right.
to go do it. And then as soon as he like let the seaweed go, the sub started rising to the top. He had to swim all the way up, nearly drowned, but he made it. He said it's like an awful made-for-TV movie.
I love how this is character consistent. James makes a lot of jokes that have to do with like theater or trashy TV or like that sort of like dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But enough of that. Enough of the sob story. They see 2 rare Pokemon. They see a Lapras and they see a Blastoise.
Like, we're going to get them. 2 for 1.
Wheezing Smog, baby. Net time. They catch Blastoise. Only the Blastoise. And they kind of drag him in. And
yeah, their 2 for 1 goes out the window when they realize the net's not big enough. And they're like, yeah, whatever, we'll take the Blastoise.
And Gang's like, we got to do something about Blastoise. And says he's like, yeah, it'll be fine.
He's got
fine.
This. Blastoise will handle those clowns.
He's got it. It'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
And so they drag Blastoise underneath the water, but the gear gets tangled with seaweed again. They try like to pedal the sub more, and it's so stuck that the force of their pressure just breaks the pedals.
And they're sad. They say, we'll never get to blast off again.
But Meowth has this brilliant idea. He's like, I'm not going to do the voice. I don't feel like it. He's like, sometimes your car gets stuck in the mud or the snow or something, and you got a bunch of people, you push the car out. Let's do that with the sub. What the fuck are you?
Let's get out and push it.
That doesn't make any sense. It's tangled. You have to deal with the seaweed. That doesn't...
Meowth is an expert in mixing metaphors, though.
Yeah. So they do that. They get out of the sub and they go to push, and then Blastoise is like, okay, I'll do something now. He pushes off the seafloor.
They're out, let's go.
Swims to the top, pulling along the sub and Team Rocket with him.
Yeah, he's so yoked, he pulls the whole sub behind him.
Breaks out of the net, he's back where he started. Pikachu dips his tail in the water, bolts some Blastoise. Hydra pumps him off again, and they're gone. Team Rocket's
there you go.
Here.
That is done. Meowth, before he goes, does say that, we can still catch 2 Pokemon in half shells before they are blasted.
In half shells?
That is what, like, a turtle shell is called. A half shell.
Oh, yeah.
I know that because the Ninja Turtles are called Heroes in a half shell. That's the only reason, yeah. Very good.
Why is it called a half shell?
Heroes in a half shell? Because it doesn't shell the stomach part. Oh, full shell would go all the way around, right?
It's hard down there, isn't it?
No.
What am I thinking?
That's why when you flip turtles over in video games, they're vulnerable.
Is that a tortoise? Do tortoises have hard shells underneath?
I don't know, Kellan.
Well, you should.
Should I know the answer? All I know is when you flip over crabs, you can hit them for massive damage, okay? E3 2006.
I don't know. You're the one that's supposed to know things, so...
Yeah, about E3 memes.
I don't know. Someone in the comments tell me, do tortoises have hard shell underneath as well?
We need a tortoisologist.
Because I could have sworn that's what, like, a tortoise or a turtle or something
We need a Ninja Turtle expert.
They go into their shell and they're, like, fully protected.
Yes, I study the Ninja Turtles extensively.
Anyway, this is what happens when I'm delirious.
You just get really fixated on facts.
Yeah.
You're just
so it's race
trivia monster.
It's race time, baby. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Ash has to get on the Lapras, though. Competitors in a wave race 64 have to stand on their Pokemon.
Yeah, they have to balance. Like, they have to surf on it.
No way. And they're off.
And so Ash is having trouble standing when he's getting on the Lapras, but the moment the race starts, he's great at it.
They're off neck and neck. It's a close race for the whole time. And Lapras tries to inch in to get on the inside. Blastoise won't allow that. Blastoise hits Lapras away. They try it a couple times. Ash nearly falls off of Lapras. I guess that would have disqualified him. But Lapras catches him in her mouth just in the nick of time.
Around the flag, Blastoise is in the lead. Ash catches up, though. It's neck and neck again. And what appears behind them but Humunga Dunga?
Jr.
Humongous Duncan Jr. Nice.
So
The
the
Humongous
giant
Duncan
wave,
Jr. now at Burger King.
the giant wave approaches from behind. Ash gets the great idea to freeze the wave with this was Lapras on her own.
Yeah.
Lapras freezes the wave, but only on their side.
Yeah,
which was brilliant.
Smart, yeah. And this was all Lapras because then Ash uses his detective skills and goes, "That's an ice beam."
Which the other half then hits Sissy and Blastoise, sending them flying through the air. And she lands right back on top of Blastoise.
Yeah, Blastoise catches her.
As the electric guitar gym theme rips in. This is a sweet moment. Love it. So they've pulled ahead, but Ash has a plan to catch up. He has Lapras freeze a column of ice down to the shore, and Lapras is going to get onto that column of ice and slide all the way, picking up more speed as they go.
I gotta give Ash some credit here, because although he's an idiot, he's quick on his feet. When he just puts himself in these like hard situations, and he'll figure it out. He's like that kind of protagonist. Because he clearly did not realize that Lapras had ice beam until that moment. He's like, "Shit, you got an ice beam? All right.
You should have told me earlier. What are we doing here?"
Lapras is like, "Well, you never asked."
And so it's neck and neck. Ash is caught up to Blastoise going into the finish line. And photo finish, click, click. It's Lapras by a nose.
Yes, but Ash does go flying through the air. Watch out for that tree.
That was good. That was funny.
George of the Jungle style. Boom.
It might be a cheap shot, but I'll never get tired of slapstick comedy like that.
Of cartoon characters flying into trees. It is just funny.
It's great.
Yeah. Pancaking. So funny.
Beautiful. So Ash has officially won. He receives his Coral Eye badge, which looks like a seashell. All the badges on the Orange Islands look like seashells. And at sunset, they're swimming off on Lapras. Misty wishes that she challenged Sissy. Ash is like, "You'd have to be a good trainer to do that." Wah.
This is what I mean by the sexism. He doesn't even treat Misty like a gym leader anymore.
Tracy is still sketching Sissy on Blastoise. Misty calls him out, and she's like, "I thought you were supposed to be watching the Pokemon." He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he was basically perv. He was like, "I know you are, but what am I?"
And that's the episode.
Hooray. So,
literary you do literary hour. I'm going to have a 2-minute power nap.
Well, Kellan powers down. Let's talk all about the deep themes in this episode, which is racing as a form of competition. Okay, for One Piece fans, come on, One Piece fans, I know you're out there. This really kind of reminded me of the Davy Back races competition from One Piece, where I don't really like that arc, but it is, and maybe that's a bad thing to say. I don't know, where they compete like in a variety of competitions to see who kind of like gets the other ships. It felt like that. The surfing again made me think of Point Break, good old Point Break. But I'm really actually just gonna go with Ben-Hur, the 1880 novel. Most people are more familiar with the 1958 movie with Charlton Heston. What a banger. Huge movie at the time. But anyways, Ben-Hur culminates in like a very famous chariot race scene. Really, like a lot of the tension and drama of the movie comes up to two characters having a chariot race, and one of them, spoilers, is flung from the chariots and ran over by horses and is severely maimed for the rest of his life.
Nice,
which didn't happen to Ash, thankfully. But yes, I'm going with Ben-Hur. Do you know about Ben-Hur, Kellan?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it or read it or whatever.
Fictional hero named Judah Ben-Hur, a Jewish nobleman who is falsely accused and convicted of an attempted assassination of the Roman governor of Judea and consequently enslaved by the Romans, and then becomes a successful charioteer. I'm reading from Wikipedia. But then it's like paralleled by the life of Jesus, who's supposed to be around the same time. So it's like a Christian book. It's not from the Bible, though. It's like Christian historical fiction, I guess you would call it.
Okay, so I found that dialogue I was trying to find earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of misinterpreted it, I guess, because he says trainers usually start out training on Tangelo Island and then go around to defeat the gym leaders.
Okay. There you go.
I still don't know where we got the idea there were 5 badges from, though.
You know what? I never knew and also didn't care.
I
so
just
that was all
assume
you.
That? I don't know.
Well, okay. The other thing is, like, remember in Indigo, we kind of learned that there's actually like a bajillion badges, but you only need 8. So
Yeah,
who
but
knows?
also I think the orange crew is more specific on that because like the poster they see in the last episode only has 4 badges on it.
And are they the same badges that
I
you
think
that
so.
Ash actually gets?
I
Okay.
think so. I don't know if they showed
Right.
the actual straight
Okay.
badge. I don't
So
want to look
I
again.
would think that they would have less gyms since they are like an
Oh yeah,
island nation.
absolutely. Anyway, let's
We
rate.
got a 4 pour this baby.
Yeah.
Fit to time. Let's 4
Yeah.
pour it.
Okay, we're gonna pick 2 random categories out of this jug, and we're gonna rate them. Rate the episode on those categories. First category will be anime sweat drops.
Oh, not many. Hold on. I threw my notes on the ground.
We're not done yet.
I threw the notes from the episode. They're on loose leaf. Okay, we got a sweat drop when Misty calls out Tracy for drawing Sissy the first time.
That's
There
not
is a
bad.
sweat drop there. That's not bad. When she's like, "What are you drawing?" That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the only one I caught.
That's sad. Like that's decent.
That's not
But-
bad. It is a good sweat drop. I don't know what my favorite are. They're usually when like they're like freaked out or something. Whereas that was just like kind of a suggestive one. 3.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
That's
Which
for
is
our
good.
our impression of the use of the anime sweat drop clip.
Second
All right,
category.
give us another ball.
The character of the day. So
That'd be
I would say that's
Sissy and Gone.
yeah, Sissy and her brother.
Okay, so I'm torn. Actually, as just like characters, like one-off throwaway characters for an episode, not bad. Where I was calling Sissy, I thought she was a little generic, is in the context of gym leaders. Okay, like I don't know where this goes. She's weak for a gym leader. Like she doesn't have the strength of theme of an Indigo gym leader. You know?
Yeah,
But
she
that is
also-
because they're not from games. I know there isn't as much like lore
But
there.
she also rides on a Blastoise, and that's pretty fucking cool.
Right, which is where for a one-off character, pretty high, honestly. Yeah.
I'm saying 7.
Because they're riding on a Blastoise.
Partially,
I like
yeah.
her energy too. Like I think that there could have been way more. Like it's almost just it's a shame that it's just a one-off episode because like who are this brother sister combo? Like does she like raise him now? Like why are they in a gym alone? Like I think there's a good story here to tell. But we don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm only gonna go with a 6. And I know I do sound harsh today. Shout me out in the comments. Chew me to bits.
So
Rip me up and spit me out.
6.5 together with a 3, that is an average of 4.75 for Fit to be Tied.
I mean, it was a good episode.
I liked it.
This next episode though, I actually really liked.
Oh?
Yeah.
I thought it was
What did
fine.
you think of it? Okay, you
Thought
know
it was
what?
fine.
I wanted to run something by you. For some reason, I thought that the animation style and kind of quality like was really high this episode. I thought it
There-
boosted. And did you get that impression too?
There's definitely moments of like
Yeah.
it's
There's
very
moments,
unique.
yeah.
It's very different from things we've seen. I think that helps it.
It is different. Yeah, maybe that's the animation style felt new. Like it,
And there's also, like,
they
some
kind
really
of
funny
changed it
stuff.
up a bit, and that's why I liked it. I just found it like
Yeah.
refreshing, I guess.
We'll get there, but Drowzee doing a funky dance, great.
Yeah,
Love it.
Exactly. There's more movement than usual for a
Yeah.
lot of the Pokemon. Like way less stills, and there's a lot of Pokemon.
Tons of Pokemon in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's jump into episode 88, Pikachu Re-Volts. So back on the water with a victory under his belt in search of the next gym. Of course, Ash wants food. That's all he
Mhm.
thinks about these days. And
Yeah, hungry
Tracy
again.
spots Mandarin Island on the horizon. It's like a big city on an island. It's
They
not
probably
really
got
tropical.
food on somewhere called Mandarin Island.
Yep. So Ash doesn't care that it's not tropical as long as there's a cheap place to eat.
Cheap place to eat. Yeah, it just looks like a massive city like rising out of the water, which is cool.
And then we cut to, who
Ooh.
could this be? We haven't seen them in a while. It's
Who could
Butch and
this be?
Cassidy.
Oh, you spoiled it. But it was obvious. So, we see these ominous figures in the shadows. But yes, it is Butch and Cassidy. So, for those who don't remember, this was way back. This was way back in the. There was that episode where they ran like a spa and they were trying to steal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was that episode all about?
The breeding center secret. And
Oh,
it
there
was-
you go. That's what it was called.
That's where we met James's victory bell.
Right. So, these are the villains from that episode back again. These are other members of Team Rocket the organization who
Good
do
members of Team
not,
Rocket.
Yeah, they're more competent in like a Team Rocket League way, but they do not get along with Jesse and James, and we hate them, and we're Team Jesse and James.
Mm-hmm. And Butch and Cassidy want payback for the breeding center fiasco. They're watching as the gang comes into shore.
There's that kid and a Pikachu. Let's get revenge.
Let's get him. So on the island, we see a bunch of Magnemite, a Grimer, and a Voltorb attack a couple of people, and the gang runs in to try and help. But as soon as they like cross a certain line, we get like a boom, and like Pikachu goes all inverted color, and we cut back to him. And now he's evil.
Yeah, he suddenly looks
evil.
Angry. And the whiplash that we get here, where it's like, and how we know that they're evil, right? You know what this reminded me of? Have you seen these pictures comparing Japanese and American box art for Kirby games?
Oh yes, I have.
So in the
Kirby just
Japanese
looks
one,
pissed
Kirby's so cute, but in the American ones, it's like they just like give him these like sharp eyebrows, and he looks so angry. I was like, oh, they just made a USA box art for Pikachu right there. That's what happened.
Yeah, Kirby looks pissed off in all of our box arts. I love it though.
I think they were trying to inject him with that like Tood era, like Sonic the Hedgehog, edgy. Crash Bandicoot, edgy kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your sister's cartoon character.
This ain't your grandma's Kirby.
Yeah, exactly. This Kirby fucks.
Canonically.
Yeah.
So now they're evil. Pikachu's evil. Togepi is also
Pikachu
evil
and Togepi. Yeah, Togepi I think brings out a switchblade. It says, "Don't come near me. I'll cut you up so bad. You wish you never been cut up so bad."
As Ash, Pikachu shocks the gang and joins the other Pokemon with Togepi. Ash is like running after Pikachu, and he gets bolted by 4 Magnemite at the same time for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds painful.
Like, you've taken Thunderbolts before, but not 4 for 30 seconds. Good God. And then a self-destruct from Voltorb? God, Jesus Christ. And when the smoke dissipates, all the Pokemon are gone.
Trainers are all sad. Devastated.
And then Jenny pulls up, and what's this outfit she's in? This is not a regular Jenny outfit.
It's a little bit different, right? It's lighter blue. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Was that the only difference?
Yep.
Oh, I thought maybe like the hems were a little different too, but I couldn't really tell.
I wasn't looking at the orientation of the buttons, unfortunately. I just
yes.
saw the color, and I was like, "That's not my Jenny."
Often you do catch things. I mean, it's pretty close. This is tropical Jenny.
I do catch stuff like that a lot, but I was so thrown off by the lighter blue.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't think about anything else. The
Jennies in the tropical region are a slightly lighter blue. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Anyway, so this situation has been going on for like a few days. Pokemon have been turning evil and disappearing. That's been happening for a bit. And then Ghastly just interrupts for some reason. And she's just there.
Yeah, I mean, they do explain this soon. But watching this, I did not get it. Where Jenny's like, there's reports of Pokemon betraying their trainers. And then Ghastly pops up and Jenny's like, this is police business. And then it cuts. And I was like, what? Did that have to do with it?
I love how Jenny's able to like push Ghastly around.
Yeah.
Because like, he's a ball of gas.
Yeah, Jenny knows how to like have physical contact with the spirit realm. She can use hockey from One Piece. Oh, more One Piece references. And the crowd's going wild.
More references I don't get.
Look, yeah, you'll get it when you're older. Hockey.
Yeah. They're at the center, and Ash calls Oak to figure out what's going on, see if he has any ideas. And I was like,
oh, so this was the police station.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I thought it looked like a church, but then I realized it's a police station.
I'm just so used to them calling Oak from the centers.
Yeah. Well, there ain't no joys in this episode, buddy. This is a Jenny only one.
So they call Oak, and Oak's like, that's gonna take some thinking. And Ash is like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go find Pikachu. And Oak's like, where the fuck do you think you're gonna start? You have no idea what's going on, you dumbass. Fucking dunce, idiot. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Ash, you gotta think a little bit. And Ash is like, ugh.
Jenny's got a theory,
you're right.
Though.
Jenny's theory is that it might be some kind of psychic attack, because Ghastly isn't being affected by it. And since Ghost is strong against psychic attacks, or Ghost is strong against psychic types, it could be a psychic thing. And to which I say, that's stupid, because Ghastly is weak to psychic moves.
Oh, right, because it goes both ways, right?
No, Ghost is strong against Psychic in every
Uh-huh.
generation except the first because they fucked up the programming and made Psychic immune to Ghost.
Okay.
But Ghastly is part Poison type, and Poison is weak to Psychic.
Oh, but a pure ghost would have.
But a pure
that
ghost
would have
wouldn't
that
be.
made
No.
sense?
That would have, not really. It would have been neutral. What would make more
neutral's
sense?
better.
Yeah, it's better. But what would make the most sense is if they did this storyline one generation later when there were dark types that are immune to Psychic.
I think it would have been even more sense if it wasn't Ghastly, but Magneto from the X-Men. Because if you recall, his
Magneto?
helmet
What are you doing here?
is designed to keep out Professor X's psychic attacks. So Magneto would have been immune.
No, they should have used any Pokemon, but put a tinfoil hat on
Would have
them.
been a tinfoil hat.
Would have been good.
He's like,
that would have been
she's
so
like,
good.
well, this is one of the local nut jobs, but right now they're very useful. And the Pokemon, and it's like a talking Meowth or something, and this is the other talking Meowth, but it's got a tinfoil hat, and it's like the Major League Baseball is watching you from satellites.
I can't think of any other conspiracy theories off the top
The
of my head.
fluoride in the water's to control you. It's turning the frogs gay.
Something about an airport and there being like an underground bunker under an airport or something. There's something weird with that. I think it's JFK Airport.
I don't know that one. I'll look into it. That sounds fun. Love a good conspiracy theory. So Jenny's going to use Ghastly to search for the Pokemon. And yeah, she is pushing Ghastly around. Amusing, but canonically strange.
Team Rocket's here, of course. They're in town. They want to go sightseeing, though, kind of. Meowth knock some sense into them. They're like, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
They call this
We gotta
city the
go.
Big Orange, which I kind of liked.
But then, boom, Meowth gets hit with the inverted colors that
Mhm.
Pikachu got hit with, and
So
now he's
immediately
evil.
darts. He just runs away.
Which I thought this was kind of interesting, kind of funny.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because at the start of the episode, when the Pokemon turned evil, they attacked their trainers
Mm-hmm.
when they normally wouldn't have. But in this segment, we see Meowth attack Jesse and James for wanting to go sightseeing, and then once he turns, he's neutral.
He doesn't attack them.
and he just runs off. Yeah.
It's because attacking. Well, I mean, for one, Jesse and James aren't his trainer, but also like attacking them is like therapeutic for normal Meow.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, like, the other Pokemon weren't attacking just their trainers, they're attacking just humans. in
Oh,
general.
right. So, but this, your theory still holds. It is
Yeah.
inverting their base desire, the
Yeah.
base needs.
And so they follow Meowth to this big building with a big satellite on it, and he goes into this little tunnel thing. Jesse and James, we'll see, will follow. He comes falling out into this building where we see, yes, Butch and Cassidy.
And Butch and Cassidy are like, a talking Meowth? Oh, boy. We know
Not these guys.
Not these
Shit.
guys.
And then Jesse and James come falling down right behind him, and they confront each other. And they're
James
like, oh my
calls
God.
him Botch, and Butch is
Botch.
very offended.
Yeah. And then we go into double the motto, double the sweetness, baby. They're alternating their motto lines, basically.
I have the whole sequence. So, because this was amusing. So Jesse's like, there's only room for one Team Rocket, Butch, then prepare for trouble. You're the ones who should prepare for trouble. You two don't even know how to say the motto, says Cassidy. You just made your trouble double, says James.
Yeah.
I'm the one who has the next line, Butch. So this like whole thing is spiraling out of control, right? To protect the word from devastation, says Jesse, but Cassidy then to infect the world with devastation. So they're just like inverting each other. To unite all peoples within our nation, to blight all peoples in every nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, the goodness of truth and love, says Cassidy. James goes, reach to the stars above. Butch says, wrath to the stars above. But Butch and Cassidy's makes no fucking sense.
No.
Jesse, Cassidy, James, Butch, Team Rocket, blast off at the
Butch.
speed of light. Team Rocket circling Earth all day and night. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Butch says, surrender to us now or you'll surely lose the fight. And James is so winded and he goes, we say it just as good as you do. Or she says,
I love Butch's voice.
You
It's
do a
just-
good Butch.
It's so unique.
Yeah.
Butch, surrender now or you will surely lose the fight.
Kind of sounds like Marge Simpson's sisters.
Nah, Patty and Sama, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all exhausted after this, which is funny because they're just talking. Cassidy says, there's a rumor that Jesse, you're gonna get kicked off of Team Rocket, and this sends
Ooh.
Jesse into like a spiral. She's like,
Well, I thought you were in jail.
Yeah, but Giovanni himself bailed them out of jail personally. And Jesse and James are like, no. How could he do that?
Same team, different leagues. Totally
in person?
Different treatment.
Oh my god. They reveal Butch and Cassidy reveal all of the Pokemon that they've hypnotized.
Got tons of brainwashed Pokemon. They've got a little militia.
And so Jesse and James are like, you know what? We're going to steal these stolen Pokemon, which is not the first time they have tried this with Butch and Cassidy.
No, they love stealing.
We are 2 for 2 on Team Rocket trying to steal stolen Pokemon from Butch and Cassidy. So they go Arbok and Lickitung, Weezing, and Victreebel. They send them all out. Mm-hmm. And I love this because we get like, I think it's like the theme or something comes on. Good music comes on. And as soon as they finish sending out all 4 Pokemon, music cuts and we go to Victreebel immediately eating James.
With the scream. Yeah.
And Jesse's still in her ball throwing stance.
It's a repeatable bit to me.
It's great.
Off the music with Victreebel's scream. You could do it every episode. I think it's really funny.
It's great. And then Butch and Cassidy call down their Pokemon, and we see what's been causing all of this trouble. They got a Drowzee hooked up to this satellite.
Mm-hmm. Cables on his head in some kind of platform that goes up and down. He's doing something.
And then he immediately hypnotizes all 4 of Team Rocket's Pokemon. And I loved this because after they get hypnotized, we get a quick one shot of each Pokemon with their cry. And I thought it was hilarious because you go through one of them you go through one at a time. You get Weezing, Charbok. I love that.
Oh, did you make a scream?
Did you not hear that?
Probably Discord cut it off. I'm sure it's on your recording because no, I just heard silence.
That's hilarious. Anyway, well,
that's why I'm not reacting. I was like, "What's the bit? What's the bit?" That's funny.
Unfortunate. Anyway, the bit was funny in the show.
Yeah.
And so they broadcast Drowzee's psychic waves through a parabolic antenna or some shit to hypnotize all the Pokemon on the island.
And now they command their militia attack.
And when they wake up, Jesse and James, they wake up in the center. Misty is bandaging James's arm, also intentionally kind of hurting him.
Yeah.
These are 2 good Misty episodes.
That's true, yeah.
And so Jesse and James explain...
They're like, it's a nightmare, Ash. Oh, it's real.
They explain what happened to them. They're actually upset. Like, they're actually sad that they've lost their Pokemon. But they won't help Officer Jenny. Jesse says, helping the police
will blemish my perfect criminal record.
And so they have to basically beg them for the information that they have.
Yeah. Misty's angry. She's like, come on, tell us, like, okay, put that aside. You clearly want your Pokemon back. Let's work together. And even Jenny's on board. She says, all the trainers are upset, same as you. Let's figure this out.
And so they decide they'll help, but only this one time. Just this once will they help.
Well, Ash kind of threatens them. He like bars the door and he's like,
you're not going anywhere.
You tell us where my fucking Pikachu is, numbnuts.
And so they pull a Trojan horse on Butch and Cassidy. They wheel up a big, large container of Pokeballs. Oh my god!
I didn't write down the Odyssey. I mean the Iliad. I didn't write down the Iliad.
They wheel up this giant cart of Pokeballs, and they're like, "We've changed our mind. We want to work with you guys." And Butch and Cassidy are dumb. They're like, "Oh my god! Look at all those Pokeballs. We're gonna need those.
Oh,
bring them on
in.
All
the Pokeballs."
And then as they come in, James and Nessie are rolling the cart down, and they push it towards Butch and Cassidy as the main theme comes on, and Jenny and the gang jump out of the cart.
That animation here looked good.
It was sweet.
Yes, it's really fluid. Yeah, colors pop.
And then they see what's going on. They see this Drowzee doing its hypnotizing thing, and Ash has to use the Dex on it. He's already done that.
Yeah, I mean, for the audience, it's a reminder, but yes, that was weird. And Tracy
he looks at it like he's never seen it.
I know.
He looks at it like he's never seen it.
I know. They clearly, like, they definitely write these things like you're not meant to see every episode. Like, they're expecting people to just, like, catch random episodes.
It makes Ash real dumb, man.
That is what makes Ash real dumb?
It's part of it.
It's part of it. Well, you know what? I forget half the Pokemon you tell me about, like Flulaborg, the Pokemon or whatever.
Do you remember the 2 I told you at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, Tim Tam Slams and Stick-a-Roll.
Close. Blacephalon and Stakataka.
Oh, I was so close.
Yeah, very close. So Butch and Cassidy call out Jesse and James for pairing up with the law. And Jesse says that we're only doing it because she puts up a good front. And then we get like a kind of embarrassment fall from Jesse, where she just kind of like keels over a little bit,
From
and her
Jenny,
face goes
right?
weird. Or yeah, from Jenny.
Yeah, because it was like
And it goes back to normal. It's
got
great.
the impression like they were sort of objectifying her. Like, is that what that was? They're like, we're just using her because she's pretty good looking, am I right? And Jenny's kind of like, who, me?
They say she puts up a good front, so like she's intimidating.
Good looking front.
Good looking front. Okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and then she blushes.
Yeah, it was
a little
fun
weird.
animation. I liked the animation though.
Fun
it was
animation.
funny.
Yeah.
And so it's fight time. Drowzee makes all the Pokemon angry.
The Pokemon have glowing red eyes.
Yeah. Oof. Ghastly deflects some psychic attacks, which he should not be able to do. He goes for a Psywave, which I've bitched about before. Psywave sucks. Drowzee blocks
it. Looks like a sword here. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that was pretty neat. And then Drowzee sends all the Pokemon at the people.
Right, and they make this huge blast. And this is kind of neat, eh? Like when they're firing, it shows them categorized like lightning, fire and water Pokemon, all kind of with their own type. And they make like a huge blast together. So it's like a thunder, fire, water cannon.
But, interestingly, Ponyta uses a move that looks suspiciously like Flamethrower here, which I'm actually... Ponyta couldn't learn Flamethrower until Pokemon Crystal. So...
I knew you were going to tell me some pedantic bullshit. I was like, and then they made a giant cannon and it was fucking cool.
There will be more.
And you're
Don't worry.
Well, actually, Meowth in this picture has 6 fingers when he is known to only have 5. Are we to believe he accidentally grew a 6th finger in the time between these scenes?
Are we to believe this Ponyta actually comes from Johto in 4 years?
Are we to believe they imported this Ponyta to the Orange Islands on a barge? So,
this giant fire electric water attack is coming at them. Ghastly jumps right in front of it, trying to hold it back, which this is a very impressive Ghastly. Good God. That should kill it immediately. But Ash tries to crawl underneath it to get to Pikachu. He still has not learned that Pikachu is under a spell and will not listen to him.
Well, he's all heart. And you know what? This is character consistent. I'm not even sure I call this a stupid moment because it's all Ash. And this is what people like Ash for, right? Is that he's all heart.
But it's also him being an idiot because he should know by now.
It's not a very safe way.
This isn't going to do anything. Yeah. And so he starts running around, and Drowzee starts to control Pikachu specifically, and Ash starts running around as Pikachu tries to Thunder Shock him. And this whole time, Drowzee's doing a funky little dance in the background. I love it. Yep. Looks great. And this is where Ash's big plan comes to fruition, because he jumps up on top of the machine where Drowzee
goes, hit me, Pikachu, you motherfucker!
And it blows up. The big psychic machine
explodes. Drowzee falls over.
Knocks Drowzee out. All of the Pokemon snap out of their spell. Yeah. Wheezing smoke screens Butch and Cassidy, so they can't do anything, as all the Pokemon run out of the building and back to their trainers. We did it. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, Jenny's yelling, clear out before more trouble on the double.
Butch and Cassidy somehow are already at the top of the building.
Yeah, they're going to attack again.
They challenge from the rooftop, and Jesse's like, ugh, some people don't know when to quit. Jesse, do we need to have a talk?
Mirror much?
Yeah. Projecting much?
Pot's calling the kettle black much?
So Pikachu goes to Thunderbolt Drowzee, but he teleports. Whoa. Arbok goes to bite.
Oh, and looks huge in this animation. Teleports and he's standing up. Very cool cartoon. Yeah, I liked it. Cartoon embellishment.
And so Arbok goes for the bite. It teleports. And so James commands Victory Bell, Weezing, and Lickitung to tackle Drowzee. Despite, actually, Victory Bell does not learn tackle ever. And Lickitung also does not learn tackle until Legends Arceus in Generation 8.
Oh, I read that. Jesse's like, yeah, we'll beat them. And Ash is like, we will?
Well, this is good because Jesse puts a hand on Ash's shoulder and is like,
it's cool, actually.
They're very supportive.
It's cool. You can see that Jesse and James are showing almost a weirdly comrade, compassionate kind of side. It's like,
Yeah.
Okay, they might have been on the other side of things, but they've been through it so much with Ash and the gang.
But they're on the same side this time, so.
Yeah, exactly. They're aligned for one.
And also, when the three of them go to tackle, I just really love Lickitung here because he just keeps going dang 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 dang. Love it.
Nice.
I fucking love Lickitung. He's so funny. But they go tackle him. But Drowzee mega punches all three of them away.
Oh my God.
That was big. They fall. They go flying way back. And so they Butch and Cassidy tell him to like bounce the hypnosis off the antenna to control all the Pokemon again.
Well, this is where we also learned from Cassidy that at that breeding center, they made this one with extra strength. This is
perfect
like
IVs.
a mutant Drowzee.
Perfect IVs, modest nature, or adamant nature, probably, because that Mega Punch was wild. But yeah, they tell him to do that hypnosis off the antenna, but then he doesn't do it, and they're like, okay, use metronome.
Yeah.
So like they just ignore that one move,
whatever.
which is weird.
I like this, though. Again, a bit of a detective moment when Drowzee starts the metronome, which we know has like random effects. Yep. Tracy's like, anything can happen. And Togepi, though. Togepi is kind of singing along with the metronome. What's that about?
I love it. Drowzee's waggling his fingers, and Togepi joins in. She's wagging her fingers around, and it's very cute until Togepi blows the whole fucking property to bits.
Well, the build up to that is like some Dragon Ball Z Western nonsense. It's like zooming in on all of their faces.
It's like 30 seconds.
It is like 30 seconds. It's like the other parts had such good animation that they ran out of money, and we're just like, let's just show their faces. Yeah.
Just fucking zoom in on these ones for a while. And they blow it up, and Butch and Cassidy go carting off again in a police van.
In jail, labs and rubble.
Will be okay.
And back at the police station / church.
Ash gets a certificate for helping the island. He's now an honorary citizen. And they wanted to also give something to Jesse and James for helping, but they're nowhere to be seen. They've disappeared.
They're watching from a nearby roof, and they say, wrong is where we belong.
Why would they ever want to be recognized for helping people?
The other line, they say, we got a job to do. It just happens to be a bad one.
So Misty and Tracy don't get anything?
I know, right? Like they are, Misty especially, okay, like Tracy's got this like weird watching vocation, like whatever, but Misty is like she's on the journey, but yet her motives here don't come up, right? Like she is second fiddle through and through, and she's not really allowed to like battle or trade. It's kind of weird. I guess it's just like time, but it is kind of strange.
Yeah, she didn't actually do anything thinking about it. Neither did Tracy. Yeah. They were just kind of there.
Well, Tracy's just watching. He's a watcher.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And so the gang goes surfing off on Lapras again in search of the next gym, and that's the episode.
Well, Tracy says, he points out something when they're on Lapras, though. He says the only time Jesse and James win is when they side with us. Now, Tracy just joined, though. So,
this is the first time that's happened with us.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're why you're trying to talk like you're a long-term member of the group.
Oh,
Tracy.
Exactly. He's trying to fit in so quickly.
Okay,
place. So literary hour. The trope is zoned in as this idea of violent brainwashing. Can you brainwash someone, control someone, hypnotize them to do violent acts in your name? So Harry Potter, we got the Imperious Curse, right?
Ooh.
But an older, I think 1959, 1960, something like that. 1959, very important to clarify.
Ancient.
Novel, The Manchurian Candidate. So this was about a U.S. soldier, I believe in Korea War. Okay, was captured by an elite Soviet commando unit. They're taken to Manchuria and brainwashed, okay, but then sent back to the States, and they're given like Medal of Honors because they don't actually remember that event. Now, years later, what happens is they all have triggers where if they hear the trigger, they'll immediately go into like a hypnotic state and they'll assassinate whoever they're told to. So the one character's trigger is the suggestion that he plays solitaire, and if he sees the Queen of Diamonds, he turns into an assassin, which the KGB can control to kill people. And then after he does the murder, snaps out of it, doesn't remember it all. Manchurian Candidate's pretty fucking cool. What a hardcore story.
Oh man, there's I I know of similar things. I can't think of any of them. I'm very brain foggy.
This is a pretty like was a popular book, but it got more popular because it's had multiple movie versions, and one of them was with Denzel Washington, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, 2004. Yeah,
star-studded cast.
Yeah.
All right, and then Trojan Horse, obviously.
I can't believe I didn't write that down in literary. It was too obvious, but I could have used it.
I'll be honest, I didn't think of it until 3 seconds before I said it.
It was definitely a Trojan Horse.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm a fucking genius. Holy shit.
I did it.
All right, let's rate this thing and get out of here.
Pour this so that Kellan can go back to his coffin.
Yeah. All right, first category will be the episode title. That's not one
Pikachu Re-Volts. I don't mind it. I like it, actually. I like it.
It's a pun.
It's a pun. It's got the mystery of, oh my god, Pikachu Revolution. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
It fits the episode. It is a pun. It's good. You know, you like Pikachu episodes. It's a good name. Is it the best name? No, but it's a good name.
7.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Jinx, Pop Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
No.
Yeah, because I said it.
Category number 2. I don't have money for a Coke. The Pokemon cries.
Coke, even more expensive.
Pokemon cries. Pokemon
well,
sounds.
You loved the Pikachu Re-Volts sounds, and they're used to them.
I loved it so much that Discord couldn't
handle it.
Couldn't let you hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like Lickitung. I love that.
Yeah.
I love the throat.
Well, there's some good Ghastly sounds.
Ghastly.
And Drowzee.
Drowzee's good.
The variety helps, and the sounds are really good. Like, does it get better than this sound wise? Like, it's at least a 9, right?
I mean, Guzzlord in Gen 7 is a dude yelling.
So that's the top.
That's like S tier.
Okay.
It's literally just guy going ah.
Well, Victory Bell is just a shriek.
I think it's more edited than Guzzlord's.
Well, like Guzzlord sounds like a person.
Yes, it does. Like you can, if you listen to it hard enough, you can hear Victory Bell being a person screaming, but it feels kind of layered. Guzzlord is just a dude going ah.
Yeah,
just incredible. This is an 8 for me.
Okay, that's a 9.
8.5, and then that is a 7.75.
Hell yeah,
that's a pretty solid score for this episode. Best one in Orange Island so far.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, this was actually my favorite Orange Island episode so far.
I can see that, yeah.
Which is kind of funny because it didn't need to be in the, like, there's nothing Orange Island
no.
about it. Like, it didn't need to be in the Orange
It's
Island.
in an urban setting.
It's in an urban setting. But it's like, for some reason, they just pumped a lot of animation into it. And I don't know why they picked this episode.
I mean, but Drowzee doing his funky psychic dance, it's great.
Yeah.
If we pulled animation between Drowzee's funky dance, the big combo attack.
This was the best animated episode we've seen so far.
And the inverted color shock. Yeah. And also Jenny's bit, that would have been a top tier. That would have been good.
Anyway, best so far. Not better than the movie, but the best episode.
No, that's better than the movie.
Really?
Well, according to our ratings, yes.
Oh, yeah. Of course. And the rating is all that matters.
Okay, one last order of business before we finish up today. We had one suggestion to add to the forepour from the comments on the last episode. A consistent viewer, Alex, asks for pulling a Pidgeot, quote unquote, for times when the show introduces a thing and never follows up on it. Now, I like this. I think that's funny, and it's a good name. I think it's too few and far between.
That is my fear, too. However, we should keep it in our vocabulary. I don't know if it's forepour material, because I just think it'll be a lot of zeros. I agree. But I think it's part of our vocabulary. Thank you for ionizing it. Thank you for canonizing it, Alex, because we will be saying pulling a Pidgeot anytime where they bring up something and then ditch it. Yeah. Like poor Pidgeot.
And also past the GS ball, I don't know what any of those moments would be. And we would have to kind of know them in advance, I think.
Oh, true. So it'll be something we discover together and through a retro analysis as we watch episodes and then in the future look back upon them.
All right. Anyway, that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Want to know what we're doing next week?
Covering Sailor Moon. Who's your favorite Sailor Scout? I like Sailor Mars.
Sailor, fucking, Zephyllus.
Yeah, they're named after planets.
Isn't that's probably a planet somewhere.
Yeah, probably somewhere.
Planet Zephyllus. I'm gonna look it up.
All right. Yeah, what are we covering next week?
Second, I'm looking up Zephyllus.
What? Why?
I want to know if it's a planet.
Think that's something real?
No, it's not. That's not.
No, it's not.
There's a Zephyrus, which is a gaming laptop.
Hmm.
So close. We almost had it. Anyway, next week is 2 more episodes. We're looking at episode 89, The Crystal Onyx, which is one of the more most recognized episodes from Orange Islands.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. And episode 90, In the Pink.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Crystal Onyx is one of those things where, especially when Pokemon Go started introducing like shinies and variations of Pokemon, everyone was like, "We want the Crystal Onyx! We want the Crystal Onyx!" And they never gave us the Crystal Onyx.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember this at all. I don't think I've seen it. So that's interesting.
So
Exciting.
looking forward to next week then.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I'm going to find out what it's all about. Crystal. Who is this Onyx and why is he crystal?
Why does he have so much crystal?
Yeah, exactly.
Say his name.
Oh my god. All right.
Anyway.
I guess I got to do our outro.
Yeah, do your outro stuff.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Please, give us feedback. Leave comments on the YouTube channel. We're on Hydra Leech is the channel. If you are listening anywhere else, you can send us feedback at To Kill A Delibird at gmail.com. Intro and outro music is 80s Synthwave by Alexi Action. Available anywhere fine podcasts are downloaded. We're also on Twitter now, same handle, To Kill A Delibird. I try to make tweets daily. They are dumb. No one looks at them. Thank you.
Yeah, they are. They are dumb.
Man, some of them have been genius. Genius dumb.
Depends on your definition of the word genius.
New genre of intelligence I invented.
Yeah.
Genius dumb.
Yeah.
And that's it. Kellen,
Okay.
I hope you're better. And if you're not, we'll ship you out to sea. You will wake up months later in the Orange Islands and give us a play-by-play of how they work.
I'm just going to inject myself with more menthol.